I strutted up to the dance floor and I took off my earrings. I did a kick into a split and showed him what he was missing. Like, do I have your attention? Do I have your attention? Do I have your attention? Do I have your attention?
Hombre le pago mal, está dura y abusa. Se cansó de ser buena, ahora es ella quien los usa. Que porque un hombre le pago mal, ya no se le ve sentimental. Dice que por otro más no llora, no. Pero si le ponen la canción, le da una depresión tonta. Llorando no comienza a llamar, pero él la dejó en buzón. Será porque con otra está pidiendo que otra se puede amar.
Pero hice todo este llanto por nada. Ahora soy una chica mala. And now you kicking and screaming a big toddler. Don't try to get your friends to come holla, holla. Ayo, I used to lay low. I wasn't in the clubs, I was on my J.O. Until I realized you were epic fail. So don't tell your guys and I'll say a bail. Cause it's a new day, I'm in a new place. Getting some new days, sitting on a new face. Cause I know I'm the baddest bitch you ever really met. You're searching for a
Hola mis amores, how are we doing? Okay, so today's look we're going to be doing a purple smoky cut crease eye. I did this look the other day, this purple eye, and you guys were like, oh my god, can we see a tutorial on this? And I was like, duh. I'm so sorry that I have not posted a video in about a week. I've been so wrapped up with my makeup seminar. It's literally not this upcoming Sunday, the following Sunday, so it's in less than 2 weeks, and I have seriously been so stressed out about it. I'm gonna take my Morphe Brushes X James Charles palette. So I'm gonna start by packing on this light color purple onto my lid here, and I'm gonna pack that on first. So packing it first, and then we will blend later. But yeah, you guys, I have been so stressed out, you have no idea. My skin has definitely been feeling it. My skin has been all over the place. I mean, right now it looks good because I seriously did like a crazy mask last night. I did like 4 masks last night. It was crazy. Now what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take the darkest purple in that palette, and I'm also going to put that in my crease. I'm going to pack that on like so. And you want to make sure you're just giving that a nice transition, packing it right under that light purple that we just did. I'm going to take the Morphe M415 brush with that light purple shade, and now I'm going to start blending this out right here. And just continue to blend these shadows. I'm going to be taking the Huda Beauty concealer to cut the crease. I used the shade Whipped Cream, which is a very light shade, and I like to use this concealer to cut my crease because it's really light, it's super pigmented, and pretty much whatever shadow I'm going to pack on top of this concealer shows through. So I'm just going to start by cutting the crease. I'm going to be applying this light pink shade. It's the lightest pink shade in the palette, and I'm going to pack that on top of the concealer. I'm going to take a little bit of that purple, that dark purple shade that we were using, and I'm just going to deepen up the crease. Now what I'm going to do is take that purple, that dark purple, and just put some right on the outer, right here. And kind of just blend that in and lightly dusting it where it kind of like ombres into the eye. So I pretty much put my lashes on already. I'm gonna go ahead and take my Beauty Blender foundation. I'm using the shade 325 right now because I'm a little more tan than normal. And I'm just gonna start blending this out with my Beauty Blender. My concealer. Contour using my Huda Beauty Tantour in Light. And I'm going to start right there. I'm going to set my eyes. I'm going to remove all of the setting powder. I'm going to take my All Nighter setting spray from Urban Decay and just set everything. I'm just taking blue eyeshadow and kind of blending out the black eyeliner on the bottom to kind of smoke it out a little bit. I'm gonna take my Breezy and Anastasia Beverly Hills highlighter and highlight the high cheekbones. And this is pretty much the look, you guys. I hope you guys enjoyed this tutorial. I hope you love this look. I hope to see you create it. Thank you so much for watching. Stay tuned for my future tutorials, and I love you guys so much. Bye.
I just can't front when I look at you. Just keep it 100 when I throw these hundreds. I hope that your ass gon' know what to do. That's my way, do it like that and I repeat. Don't be scared, I ain't afraid. Just like that, come my way. That's my shit, that's my way, do it like that and I help me to remember. Please let me know. I want you to
you not to worry, but maybe that's a lie. Honey, what's your hurry? Won't you stay inside? Remember not to get too close to stars. They're never gonna give you love like ours. Where did you go? I should know, but it's cold and I don't wanna be lonely. So show me the way home. I can't lose another life.
Մենակ եմ աշխարհում առանց քեզ Տենչում է իմ սիրտը միայն քեզ Լուր տանջվում է հոգիս արի տես Արի տես, արի տես Ես խնդրում եմ մի գնա, գնա, գնա Մնա իմ գրկում մնա, իմ գրկում մնա Սրտի սերը գտա քեզ, մենակ ողքից դու լինես Սրտի սերը գտա քեզ, մենակ ողքից դու լինես
On me met la tête dans le sable quand j'essaie de m'élever. J'entends le daron me dire ouais t'as ça dans les veines mon petit. Je le vois quand tu montes sur la scène. Et pendant tout ce temps-là mes lunettes cachent les cernes. À vrai dire j'observe depuis toujours. J'apprends quand tu doutes. J'entends mais je fais le sourd.
You hear me? Mr. Super Psycho. Suits and coops in Morocco. While we keep a gangster, I move like a vato. I am the king, you're the queen of my castle. Give you everything if I got to. Yeah, I know you love me like French toast. Pacific coast, moving in the drop coast. You put your makeup on, I gotta drive slow.
كسخنت رومي ميجانا ميجانا جانا جانا منا يمقركم منا يمقركم منا منا صرتي سراسة عرشيس منا كوكيز دولينيس صرتي سراسة عرشيس منا كوكيز دولينيس.
Yeah. Then I was born, now we touring Barcelona. Fly to Vegas, got a meeting with the owner. We could get the penthouse if you want to. I know the bullshit we've been through, make us stronger. If I get down on one knee, would you come back to me? Baby, we should talk about starting a family. Actually, we could talk about the ring size. MGM, Manny G fights, sitting
Si seulement tu
ringside.
savais, tes larmes j'en ai versé. Je suis un étranger, faut 2 fois plus prouver. Maman ne m'a pas couvé, j'aurais pu me sauver sans cesse éprouver l'impression d'étouffer. Je viens d'ailleurs, j'apprends sur terrain. Je ne cesse de commettre les mêmes erreurs. Pourquoi ma musique transperce tes cœurs? Parce que la vie ne nous a pas fait de fleurs. Certains m'ont prédit un avenir cagoulé, car je t'ai pas doué. Malgré ta ils veulent pas avouer. Et tu nous parles de toutes tes valeurs, tes peines, tes malheurs. Rien sur moi, donc on crée des rumeurs. J'ai tendu la main, toujours pas d'ascenseur. Je n'attendais rien, j'ai déjà l'essentiel.
أحلى بنات الدار على اللي نفست نورك وصارت يا قمر قمرة صلوا.
I'm gonna start off with contouring the face of the nose. You want to make sure you don't contour the side of the nose, because if you add a shadow to the sides, you're actually going to make it wider rather than more pinched. So you want to keep the shadows on the face. I'm going to cut the nose off on the tip right here to give it a little button. So I'm going to use the Huda Beauty face sculpting and shading brush. So this is the smaller side, and I'm gonna blend the contour with this brush. So you want to blend the line, blur it as much as possible, but keep it on the face of the nose. You don't want to move it around too much. I'm gonna go over my contour a little bit with the foundation that's left over on my foundation brush. So this is gonna blur it out a little bit more. So now I'm gonna highlight the center of my nose. I'm using the Laura Mercier concealer, but you can also use a highlighter cream. That might be a little bit easier because concealer is more watery and highlighter cream is more pressed, so you kind of have more control over the product. I'm gonna blend with a beauty blender on the bottom of my eye, side of the nose. You want to make sure you don't go over the contour. If you do, you can just go over it a little bit with the contour brush. Now I'm gonna blend the concealer on the nose with the opposite side of my beauty blender. And if you want to be more safe, you can actually use a brush for this. Just an eyeshadow brush will do. So I'm gonna set my under eyes first with the Laura Mercier translucent. I'm gonna press in the concealer, and for the side of the nose, I'm gonna let it bake a little bit. So you can just place a good amount of setting powder on the sides and just let it. I'm gonna tap off the excess powder. I left it on for about, I would say like 3 minutes. Don't want to leave it on for too long. I'm gonna highlight the tip of my nose with the Anastasia Amrezy highlighter, and also the center. So this is gonna give that bony look. Alright, here's the final look. Let me know what you guys think, and if you want to see any other tutorials.
Hi everyone, I hope you are all doing really well. This is another IGTV. You all seem to like the last one, so I'm going to keep them regular, and I'm going to be showing you how I did this look. It is inspired by Makeup by Gilly and Saskia Field. The shape is inspired by both of them, and I thought I'd pop a little coral blend, and yeah, hope you enjoy it. So I'm dipping into the Colourpop Flutter palette and going into the shade Swallowtail, which is this kind of red toned purple shade, very gorgeous. And what I'm doing is I'm literally just packing it in my crease using a Colourpop fluffy brush. I didn't buff it out, and I really should have because I waited until my base was quite dry. I got a bit waylaid with other things and just got in a bit of a world of my own, and it did make blending out quite hard just because of the base, nothing to do with the palettes. And yeah, but I'm putting it in my crease in a kind of half circle shape, and this is just sort of the base of my blend. So I'm also doing the same with the other side. Rare occasion I'm actually doing both eyes, and yeah, just packing it on in the same shape using the same brush and the same technique, even though I did kind of buff it out a little bit more on this eye. So here you can see me try and buff it out. I'm using the Morphe M506 brush for this, and as you can tell I'm having a little bit of trouble just because the base is so dry, but I did manage to pull through and the blend was actually really nice in the end, so I'm pretty proud of myself for somehow managing to do that. Then I'm dipping into the Poppy Cosmetics Neon Drip palette, and I'm going in with the shade Batty, which is this kind of corally peachy shade, and I'm just popping that above the previous blend we just did. And I'm kind of deepening that up with the shade Side Chick, which is this really pretty like red shade, but it's a bit more of like an orangey red. Then to finish off the blend, I'm going in with the shade Culture from the same palette and the Stupid Love palette from House Labs, and I'm going into the shade Plastic Doll. And I'm kind of focusing that towards like my eyebrow and my temple region, and just almost winging it out towards my temple. And this is a really nice base for when I'm going in with my blush later on, where I actually place it towards my temple on the high point of my face, like my cheekbone area. I find doing that gives a bit more of like a lifted appearance to my face, and is overall just a better shape for my face, and kind of gets rid of the roundness of my face. So as you can see here, I'm winging that out towards my temple.
Knows that it's over now, 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 now. They ask me how I don't break down. They ask.
Cutting my crease, I'm doing it in this kind of like rounded shape, and I'm using my micellar water as always, and this little brush from Amazon. As always, again, I'm going in with my P. Louise base and any kind of concealer. I'm going in with the XX Revolution concealer in the shade C2. Thank you to Bex for showing me how to do this, showing me this little hack, because I cannot stop doing it. And also I'm putting a little bit of the shade Batty, just a small amount, not enough to set it, but to give some kind of pigment so that I can stick these two Glitterosity pigments on top. Then going over them with a small bit of Radioactive Waste, which is this green kind of pink shimmer from Makeup and Murder. Using the shade Swallowtail, I'm going underneath my eye, just for my lower lash line, and I'm blending that out with all the shades from the Poppy Cosmetics palette that we used, and also the shade Plastic Doll from the Stupid Love palette. As you can see, I really smoked this under eye out and made this whole kind of eye really nice and blown out. I really love this effect. It just gives, I don't know, just a bit of drama to my eye and looks really interesting. Then I'm going in with the Makeup of Murder eyelashes in the style 5 and just pinching them together with my natural lashes using tweezers. And this is the final result. I hope you enjoyed this IGTV, and I hope you're enjoying all of the ones I've done so far, even though I've only done 2 recently, and that you're excited for some more. I'm really excited to keep doing these IGTVs, and I find them really fun to film. I find them really fun to edit actually. And yeah, I'm also thinking about doing some masterclasses, so keep an eye out for that. And also I'm going to be starting doing some lives as well. And yeah, hope you have a wonderful day, and thank you so much for watching.